Hey, Rexy. Ah, let's go see if we can win 2 games in one day. Hey, Sea Stinger. I made a couple of lineup changes to. I've got Taylor Walls. Oh well, it's actually a left-handed lineup, so. Well, I don't know about 25 per se just yet, but 7-3 is a good start at least.
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
We'll be back to get this one started after this.
Yeah, trust me when I tell you.
About to get started here. So here's the lefty, Shane McClanahan.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking him out for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Luis Rengifo, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
But the biggest thing I'm hoping to do is at least hit one over the fence. Because I haven't hit one in the last 5 games.
Gets under it and pops it up. Loud hauls it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
McClanahan, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. And that gets down into the gap. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Fouled off down the right side.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
And that's a base hit. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
A couple of singles back to back. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Breaking ball inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. That clips the corner.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Cut off, now a throw home. And he's in there.
Yes, that's the way to start.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Got a fastball.
And hey, I was down 2-0 after the top of the first in my game earlier today, so I still won it. So
2 on, 1 out. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Swinging a foul straight back. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
That misses. 1-2 the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. That one just misses, and that's ball 3.
Full count.
Laser could be trouble coming home. 1 run across. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So here's Darno with 1 out.
come on, Shane.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Soler gets under it. Brings it in. Out number 2.
Hey, good job catching that.
And now Yohan Moncada, a switch hitter batting right. That's down and in.
That's a ball.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. First inning, and already up to 23 pitches.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one hit to right.
Yeah.
Sizing this one up.
3-0. Let's see what we can do about it.
And that'll do it. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Yusei Kikuchi. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. And that one is in for a strike. Kikuchi, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. On the ground right side. Newman to first in time. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Ha-Sung Kim, batting with one down, takes a strike. Out to short, Neto. And here this afternoon, too quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Brandon Lau, the next to hit. First pitch misses.
That's a ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
2 outs. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next pitch is outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swings, and that's a strikeout. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. Here's Joe Adele.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
McClanahan back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Ryan Noda, the next to hit for the Angels. And that one fouled off. Noda goes 6'1", hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. 1 out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Strike
Got him looking.
That's 2 in a row.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So the lineup flips over. Luis Rengifo getting ready to hit. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay, not in time, it's a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So, runner at second, 2 down. The batter now, Kevin Newman. Whips it to first. And that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Angels 3, the Rays nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Jorge Soler up at the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And the lefty kicks, delivers.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And the next pitch is way outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Yep.
And there's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Sliced hard but foul. Here's the 0-2. Ball 1 there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken run as you jog back to the dugout.
Newman settles under this one. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Gurriel. Fastball for a strike. Out to short. Fires across the diamond. Out number 3. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Mike Trout.
Trout is one of the best players of his generation. He's a fan favorite because he brings a rare combination of speed, power, and all-around talent to the team. He's exactly the type of player you want to build around. You know, these Angels doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. It's 4-0.
Who doesn't love watching Mike Trout smash home runs? His swing just
Me
sounds
at the moment.
different. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. RBI single his last time up. And a big swing and a miss.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And misses inside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So digging in, Zach Neto doubled his first time. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out. Two down, base is empty. And next for the Angels, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Mike Trout doing Mike Trout things. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now in Tampa Bay. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Let me see if we can get in the hit column to start with.
Misses off the plate, 1-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, base hit.
Yeah, there's that hit column. Taken care of.
Leadoff man aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike.
That's a ball.
Called strike right there. Moreno gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now Curtis Mead. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
2-0.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Taylor Walls. Grounded out his first time. In there for strike 1.
Man, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
On the ground, out to short. Finds his way through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Yeah, I'm trying a bit too hard right now, so.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
He didn't even touch me. Yeah, he did.
And we're back.
Got the leg before the hand touched the plate.
And set to lead off the 4th, Yoan Moncada. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And that one is off the top of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
One out. Runner at second. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Noda. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. The run comes in to score from second, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there. So the batting order turns over.
Digging in, Luis Rengifo, 1 for 2. And there's a strike. Noda leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch is outside.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1. Throw to first, safe. Kevin Newman, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Slapped foul. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Lau pulls that one down, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and the lead is now 5-0. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom of the 4th, now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau. Lau with some impressive production lately. And that's down and away.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
And there's a ball.
2-0.
The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Popped up. Moncada drops into the glove, and there's 1 away. Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Jorge Soler. That one's upstairs.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. That one drifts inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's outside. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That's ball 4. Trying another fastball, but missed the spot. 1 down. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Nolan Arenado. Flied out his first time. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Nope, he held back. Man at first, 1 away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a 1-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. In there.
Look at him. They got a triple. There you go.
Put a really nice nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
One down, runner at third. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. next to hit for the Rays. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering misses down and away. Runner on at third, one gone. That one fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
In the air out to center. Adele settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting when there's a play at the plate and potential inning ender. Great throw by the outfielder, but awesome as well by the catcher. That's a nice play all around.
Ready now for the fifth inning. So in now for the Angels, Mike Trout. Trout, 33 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. McClanahan back to work. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 6-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. One. For two, he had an RBI base hit back in the first. That misses the zone. Ball one.
You know, these Angels, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
In the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-0. And there's ball 4.
Take your base, ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Man at first, nobody out. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it. Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here comes Travis d'Arnaud. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And out to a board. Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. Ward over at second. d'Arnaud at first. One gone. And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Adele in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Sneaks through, base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. And next for LA, Ryan Noda. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Hunter Biggie on a pitch out of the pen here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Just
Outside.
missed.
That's the ball.
Fastball for a strike at 95. All loaded up, and we're at the top of the 5th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Angels 6.
At
The Rays
least
1.
I kept us from getting any worse.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
I like this. It's kind of cool. Kind of neat how they do that. The last 10.
right through there for a strike.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs. That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Chisholm takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That one lifted to left. Ward. He's got it. One away. Now it's going to be Curtis Mead. Just missed. Just missed. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's the second baseman, Taylor Walls. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Moreno off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Adele quickly gets it back in. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Base knock center field. And it gets by him. 1 run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Yeah, 2-run triple. There we go. Oh, dig into it a little bit.
Third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Brandon Lau next to hit for the Rays. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
In the dirt. Runner stays put at third.
2 strikes.
Get your foot back on the bag.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Pitch kicks away from Darno. No advance, though. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Number 57, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Suarez getting cranked up as well. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Moncada makes the grab.
I missed one big time there.
But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. It's now 6-3. You're dialed into the show. Top of the 6th inning. And now the DH, Luis Rengifo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That's towards center. Chisholm makes the grab, 1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Kevin Newman, 1 for 3. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
That's inside. Ball.
In the air, right side. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's the power speed combo, Mike Trout. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That one finds the
zone. Don't leave it there.
Throwing it back can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Newman at first, 1 gone. Swinging a foul out of play. Foul ball, still 0-2.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Relay throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Back-to-back singles. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Runners at the corners, 1 away. And we're in the top half of the 6th. There's the strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you. It kind of makes you look silly.
I'll be right back after the ads.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
And that one clips the corner. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, thank you, Rex.
2 on, 2 outs. Base knock right field. In comes the run from third to add on. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. That one a little bit high. Ball 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. In the air, right field. Soler gets under it. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 7-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 57.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Soler. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And that one almost got him. The Halos leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing, and he held up.
Almost got him to commit, but he held back.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Headed towards the corner. Ward running hard to get it. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Second and third.
Catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Second and third, 1 away. That one ripped right
That'll get two home.
field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run comes in from second. It's 7-5.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
One out, runner at second. And now the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch, and he just misses. One out and a runner at second.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Fly ball center field. Adele moves under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the third baseman, Curtis Mead. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Action in the Angels bullpen. Jose Quijada getting loose out there. Suarez warming up as well. Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball left side. Down the line, and it's foul. And a count 1-2. Moreno stands at second with 2 gone. Up the middle, and he knocks it down.
Not gonna get him.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Bang, bang at first. Great hustle to beat that one out. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's the second baseman, Taylor Walls. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Moreno scores, and it's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Thank you.
RBI for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 57 gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Jose Quijada gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We're through 6 full.
Scoreboard's
It's the
getting light
Angels
up.
7, the Rays 6. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Manuel Rodriguez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, 1-run game. Here is Yoan Moncada. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
I'm definitely not out of it, that's for sure.
And a foul ball.
Down by 1 here.
And ball 1.
1-1.
Just
Nope,
missed.
that's low. That's a ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and 1 gone.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And next for the Angels, Joe Adell. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, right field. Soler snags it for the 2nd out. And now the first baseman, Ryan Noda. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
It's 0-1.
And the 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They'll try and hold on to their 7-6 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Suarez. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And here's the first baseman, Brandon Lau. 0 for 3 in this one.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. Base hit, center field. Should be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way. Really important at bat coming up now.
Soler in now, takes ball one off the plate.
I can get McClanahan off the hook here.
Swing at a high
But not
fly
like that,
ball.
though.
That's out to center. Calls it in, and there's one away. And stepping in for the Rays, Nolan Arenado. That one misses, and that's ball one.
1-0.
And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
So the tying run at second, and that is cut on and missed. And a count 2-1.
2-1.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I couldn't do it, but I think he can.
Yeah, that would have been balls 3 and 4
And
there.
it's second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Just a little jumpy.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jose Suarez departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ben Joyce.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
First righty I've seen.
Gurriel gets a piece. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers.
If it gets away far enough.
He fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him swinging.
But I decided not to.
Tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the DH, Luis Rengifo. Rodriguez back to work. Rodriguez, a righty that throws with power. 28 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Hit on the ground to short, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So in now for the Angels. Kevin Newman.
Hee-haw!
And that's a fair ball. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Let's see what happens here.
And now Mike Trout. And there's a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Rengifo on third. Newman stands at second. No outs. Swing and a drive. Deep right field. Into the corner, but foul.
Tie him up here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and misses.
There we go.
Him out.
Such a challenge.
Pitching to him didn't hurt me there.
He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Golden opportunity right here. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Second and third, one away. And we're in the top of the 8th. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Neto in the box now. Takes strike one. That one down the line.
Oh, look at me get out of this. Yeah.
Steps on the bag. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2
Second
men
and third,
left
no
stranded.
outs,
Last
no
half of the
problem.
8th coming up. It's the Angels 7, the Rays 6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Hans Kraus. Well, one-run game. Gabriel Moreno now at the plate. That one's in there, and that is strike one. Next offering is outside. That one outside. 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Sends it across to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now at the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's even up.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
On the ground at first, Noda. He'll do it himself. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Curtis Mead. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're right in it, though. It's 7-6. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Kelly.
And to hold him here.
Is Darno. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, and that squirts through. And a good start to the inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Yoan Moncada. In there, and it's 0-1. Up the middle, and it gets by him.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
First and second, no outs. Now here is Joe Adell. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. And that's all they'll get.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Ryan Noda, the next to hit for the Angels. Down and away for ball one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Right through there for a strike. Way out front for strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here.
It's got some 77 speed there, so
down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch.
definitely got some good legs to run with.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive.
Right at the knees.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. High fly ball.
That one, not so much.
Out towards right center. One run across, and it's off the wall. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
At the plate, Kevin Newman. Splits the plate, and that's strike one. Rengifo on at second with two down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline.
He's safe.
Runner at first with two away. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
0-1.
Two outs.
Strike two.
And downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Caught him looking for the K. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. To the bottom of the 9th.
Not looking good.
Top of the order, due up. It's the Angels 10, the Rays 6. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Chase Silson. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Here's the second baseman, Taylor Walls. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. And strike two.
I better not do that anymore. That's not working out.
On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim.
Now, do I take the chance to get him to second, or
Outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that is ball 1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second and great jump. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second, nobody out. That's to third. Moncada gets it to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Brandon Lau next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 4 with a double.
In this situation with first base open, he should
just right at third baseman. Couldn't advance the runner that way.
And that's outside.
1-0.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball there. Just a little bit too quick.
I thought I finally hit one.
Just let it travel a hair more.
Here's a 1-1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Jorge Soler next to hit for the Rays. Swinging a foul straight back. Swings through that.
0-2.
The Rays down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. Neto. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels slug
their that was ugly.
This one.
Certainly can't complain about a lack of action in this one. A high-scoring game. Purists might not love it, but pretty impressive showing at the plate from both sides.
Final score here today, 10-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm not going to write out to anybody, but thanks for hanging out with both games, Rex, watching. So, I will see you next time.